guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a lot to update you on in regards to my house that I am currently building. Well, it's not being built at the moment, but it is in the works. So let's start off with where I left you guys off. So I basically announced that I was building a house. I had bought my land and now I was in the process of getting all the contracts signed and things like that. So let's update you and get you back on track to exactly where I am now. So I've picked all of my colors and we'll go through that first. Basically what I wanted for my house is to be really earth tony, like beige colors. I don't want any grey. I decided to keep my house more warm tone than cool tone. I just think that's more my aesthetic and something that I like coming home to every day. It's really nice and warm and cozy and feels like a home to me. I'm just gonna pop on the screen some Pinterest photos that I personally saved to show to the color consultation ladies that is what I wanted. So have a look at these. As you can tell, like as well in the bathrooms, kitchens, everything like that, I'm going whites, browns, beige. Yeah, really earth tone, and then obviously going to decorate it up with greens, plants, and all of that good stuff. So I got to my first color consultation, which was like picking all of the tiles in the house, as well as briefly going over what paint color I wanted the walls. And obviously it was a little bit easier because I had originally with my dad, I think I said this in my last video, my dad is the cabinet maker. So he's doing my kitchen and my bathroom vanities and things like that. So I had already picked out those colors with dad. So it gave me a really good base of what to work with when I went and picked the tiles, because that's what it's going to be sitting up against. So let me just show you guys the samples. I'm so excited to show you. Let me just get them out of my box. It is so hard to tell off of a sample, but it's like you base the whole house off of this tiny little square that you get given. You see, like when I went to the tile place, you could see like a big, what the actual size was, but you can't see all of them all over the ground. So it's just so hard to go, yeah, that would look so good in the entire house. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing. You got to keep in mind what it would look like on a greater scale. So going back, this is what I chose with my dad. So the stone color, which means my kitchen bench tops, bathroom bench tops, and I also have a study, so that is the bench top of the study. It's just going to be this white colored stone. It's really simple. If you look really closely, focus, there is tiny little reflex in it. You probably can't tell on camera, but there's the tiniest little reflex in it, especially when I put it towards the sun. Second, this is the wood color sample that we are putting on. It's hard to explain now, but basically we have a big island kitchen bench top, right? And this stone is the waterfall effect, and basically this is going to be on the front side of the bench, and also going to be my overhead cabinets as well on the back bench, like where the stone top is and all of that. So the overhead cupboards are going to be in this color, as well as the underneath of my kitchen island bench. So yes, this is also the colors of our bathroom vanities. So there's going to be drawers and doors, for example. So this is going to be the color of the vanities as well. So I'm matching throughout the entire house. This is also shown somewhere in the study nook as well. Yeah, and in the, I don't know if it's in the laundry actually, but this stone is going throughout the entire house, including the laundry. Sorry, I forgot to say. So basically it sits on top like that. And they are your two colors. I'll give you a close-up of this wood. It is called Natural Oak from Polytech. So I forgot to mention also my dad's business name is Galaxy Cabinets. Not biased at all, but I think they are the best. Not biased, but dad actually puts in the work to get what you want, and he would try his absolute best and tell you the best qualities. Like sometimes as like a first home buyer, builder or whatever, I don't know the differences in good quality materials and things like that. And dad, for example, with this actually, if you can hear it, it actually feels like wood when you touch it. Like it's got those sort of rigid sort of feeling in it, whereas you can get some that just feel like just a plank, like just nothing, and it just looks less real, I guess. So just little things like that, which is good to look at for. So yeah, Galaxy cabinets is the way to go. So that is my bench top and my cabinetry colors, as well as also I'm doing a white on the kitchen as well for like the pantry and some other cabinets around, etc, etc. And they are a finger proof, like you can't see finger marks when you touch them. Everything doesn't have any handles, so it's going to be finger pull or either tap to go. So that is super exciting. Let's jump into the other stuff. So I forgot to mention, I'm going to announce that I am doing my build with AR Built Homes here on the Sunshine Coast. They're just like a locally owned business by two guys that are super lovely and super helpful, and they are the ones that actually build on site and help you through the entire process. Instead of having different people for different areas of your build, it's just with them the entire time, which I think is so awesome, and it's great to help out local businesses. So that being said, I had my tile consultation with National Tiles. On the floors, I'm having this tile here. Yeah, so as you can tell, it's just that natural tone color, and that's going on the floors everywhere besides the bedrooms, which will have a beige carpet. I don't have a sample of the carpet, but it is a nice beige, really light color. And this will go on the floors everywhere, which is so cool. It's so hard to tell off this tiny little sample, so it'll be awesome when it all comes to life. And in the main bathroom, I didn't want to do the same floor tile because I'm doing floor to ceiling tiles in the bathrooms, just because mum said that that's the best option with mold and things like that. So I didn't want to do the same floor tile going up the wall as well. I wanted to brighten up the space, so I did a nice white, and it's not like cold white, it's a warm white because there's 1,000 whites apparently. So I went with this color white here. So basically this is going to be going all up the walls in the main bathroom, and the floor is still going to be that floor color that I showed you before. Then in the ensuite, I wanted to do more of a really cool sort of feature wall in there. So the floor is the exact same as the one I showed you before. Then, as I said before, going up the walls to the ceiling is this one here. Now it's really hard to tell off of a sample, so I might put a bigger picture here of what one whole tile looks, but this is what you can see here. Basically it's that warm color tinge, and it's got some white veins going through it, as you can see. So that's going to be going all the way up the walls, and then the floor will be the same as the one I showed you previously. And that's literally it. I only picked those 3 tiles. I'm doing a glass splashback in the kitchen, so I didn't need to worry about doing tiles for that. So yeah, that was my tile consultation. I chose all the warm colors. The lady was absolutely lovely and helped me up so much. Then I have these 2 paint colors that would go with my tiles, what I was recommended from Dulux, and one's called Casper White Quarter and one was called Natural White. So you won't be able to tell this on camera, but you might. But they're 2 completely different whites. Yeah, you can sort of see. Anyway, we decided to go with the natural white because it's still got that warm undertone in it as well. So that's going to be all our walls, which is really cool. Let's talk about the outside of my house. So then we had to go and choose all of the outside. So the garage floors, the windows, the garage door, the driveway, the roof, all of that. So there's a lot to take in. I'm going with Colorbond on the roof, so not tiles. It's a Colorbond tin roof, and I've just gone with a plain, it's called Surf Mist, and that is the color there. So that is the color of my roof, as well as you can see in the background here, see this black around the window? Mine will be in this color here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Then at the front, I've got two like rendered areas, which we've decided to go with a nice, cool, sort of warm brown, which is this, like this is all I get to choose off of, but this is the color here. So we wanted to do like brown and white on the outsides. I know that might sound scary, but I think it's going to look really, really good. So that's the rendered areas, and then we've got some cladding going on, which is going to be in just a plain white whiteout, I think it's called, paint, as you can see there. And then there's a brick post that we have at the front, as well as brick around the entire rest of the house, and that is going to be in this brick color here. So it is a brown, and then the mortar, which is like the space between another brick, is going to be like an off-white mortar, so it's just going to bring lightness back into the brown brick. But yeah, the driveway is going to be, we had to upgrade this, so the driveway is going to be, I forget what the name of it was called, but I will put a photo up here of what the driveway is going to look like. I think it was called Cherry Blossom, actually. Then I had another meeting in regards to all of our tapware, sinks, paint color, the carpets, like the laundry sinks, just everything else that you can really think of. That is what we went over. So the door handles and things like that, all real basic sort of stuff. The only thing I really upgraded in that regard was the shower heads. I was super picky about the shower heads just because I really like it to be heavy pressure on the water, not just the tiny little ones that you can pick off the wall and shower yourself with. So we decided to go with one that has the shower head over the top, as well as the pickup stick that I can wash the shower with when I'm cleaning. So it's got the one there and the one to use as well. I think I upgraded, instead of a 1 3/4 sink, I got a double bowl sink, just so it's easier for me. That's all I can really think of at this time of what I upgraded with. Everything else, they were just nice already, and I just think, yeah, like, you know, first home, I don't need to have the most amazing door handles in the world. I can settle, it's fine, I don't need to spend the money on that. It was just things that I was super picky with, like the shower head, for example, and the sink that I wanted to change out. That is you guys all caught up on the colors of my house. Obviously, it's so hard to picture before the house is even being built, so it's going to be really cool or really stressful when I see what it's actually going to look like. Before I close out the video, I just wanted to update you guys on the more technical side of things of building house. So basically, in the last video, I explained to you guys about the $25,000 grant from the government we got because of the pandemic going on. So basically, banks aren't going to take into account that that 25K is getting given to you. So the bank won't give you a loan for a bigger amount, because basically that 25K does not exist in their eyes. So you gotta make sure you have a good deposit to make sure you can cover the house, and then just get that 25K as a relief afterwards to pay off your mortgage, or you could really do whatever you wanted with it. But that 25K you've got to apply for yourself, and that gets given to you in a bank account of your choosing. So that sort of put a spanner in the works for me, because I was told that the banks were going to include it and that I could raise my house price another $25,000. Luckily, I didn't like take it to that full figure that I was told, because I wanted to just, you know, keep my mortgage repayments down. So basically, I have had to put in more money than I had wanted to initially. So I've had to have a bigger deposit to get the house that I wanted, now that the banks aren't including the 25K into your loan. So I thought I would just quickly update you guys on that sort of situation. At the moment, my land is due to be ready to start building on mid to end of September, which is really, really soon, like next month, which is insane because it's just going to go so fast. Yeah, so I've actually had to extend my finance date with my land developer and also my deposit with my builder, as my finance hadn't been set in stone because of this whole debacle with the 25,000k. I had to just hold off and see what was happening with it, because we were basing our loan off of getting that 25k, and the banks knew about it and they were accepting that. So then they took that out of the question because there was a big fight with the government or whatever. So I then had to reevaluate and see what I wanted to do, if I wanted to put the extra money in myself, which I ended up saying, yeah, let's just do it, because my land's going to be ready soon and I need to start that build within 3 months to get the 25k. So I didn't want to wait any longer, so I've decided to put in more of my own money. Basically, I am waiting for my bank to evaluate my land and my house. They evaluate it and then we go for the formal approval, which is all going to be happening next week and the week after. And in terms of my builder, I signed my build contract, so everything is set in stone now. So my floor plans, the specs that come with it, the colors, as I said, that's all been signed now. So they're currently getting my soil test done and they are going to get approval from the land developers and the council as well. So it's a lot of work, but it will all be worth it when I start building. Yeah, that is where I am at the moment. So I will keep you guys all filled in when I get more information, or if anything else happens that was unexpected, just so you guys could see if you're going to do it for yourself. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below if you want to know any questions about building a house, or if there's anything you would like to know in that respect, or if you need some advice or anything. I'm really here and happy to help you guys out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And there's a little bell button as well if you want to click that anytime, and you'll get notified when I post more videos. Thanks so much guys, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.